I just love this Victoria. That's all I'm going to tell you today.
Really?
Well, we're going to have a show too.
Yeah, we will.
But I want you to know.
Today's a goodie. It's a wrap-up for
absolutely-
the last 2 days, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And an expansion.
It's a wrap-up and an expansion of
Absolutely.
the last 2 days. Got ya.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Oh, my God. Welcome
To another exciting Feel It Real Fun episode.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Our 13th of Feb, 2020.
That is the rightness everyone said.
And what's the title of today's show?
Big Picture Manifesting. Boom.
So it's
fucking
Super
shirt it to that
Speedy
one.
Manifesting number 3.
Super Speedy Manifesting number 3. We're talking about scenes this week, guys.
Yeah, and settings.
Scenes, settings,
Scenes
the
and
cool
settings.
things that everybody screws up.
Nouns and verbs.
That's right. Fran
And
is
big
here.
picture.
I believe MM Fran. Who just swung by? Yasmin Maxwell. MM, or Triple D Yasmin. MM Susan. Triple D. Kathy. Ivana. MM is here. Oh my God.
Sweet.
Anicia MM is here. Oh my God. All the cool kids.
So go to freeneville.com.
Please go to freeneville.com. Fran,
Join
you're
us.
right. You caught us live. We're right here, right now with you.
Yeah, hiya, Fran.
Cool.
Join us in manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Yeah, you know, we keep talking about it, 90 days adventure, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Boom.
And for refunds, go to our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
All right, guys. So, quick, tiny little recap, Joe Weldon. We started this week talking about the difference between setting and scene, nouns and verbs, because so many people, they say, well, but I don't imagine with a scene. Yeah, you do. Right? I promise you, you do. Right? Everyone is all the time. I sit people down in chairs and I'll videotape them and show them, this is where you made a movie. I'll show them how they do it. Right? This is very, very cool. But since we can't do that on a show today,
Yes.
here's the thing. Setting, nouns, right? We talked about the whole thing. Home, on the beach, summertime, handful of friends. That's a given.
Yeah.
Right? What do you experience? A sip of coffee. How do you feel having that sip of coffee? Hearing your friends talk about how lovely your house is on the ocean. Boom, done. Right? That fast. Dream Driven Jesse is here too. Boom. Dream Driven
Cool.
Joe Weldon is here. So setting and scene. Everyone imagines in scenes. The setting part, if you got to get at the distinction between those two. The second thing, what did we do, Victoria, yesterday?
We talked about what follows.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That point in time.
Yes.
Because if you're imagining the wish instead of the wish fulfilled, it gets a little tough. How do I imagine being married when I've never been married? Right? Oh my God, this is so complicated. EasyManifestingMethods.com. Do those 7 little lessons. All of it is in there.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine what implies your wish has been fulfilled and make sure you're actually experiencing it. Because if you see your movie, if you see your body in a movie, you just turn what should be a scene into a setting, yourself into a noun.
Yeah.
And it don't feel real, Mr. Twain. I just feel like nothing, or panic attacks. It just don't feel real. That's because you're watching a dissociated, fuzzy-ass movie about yourself.
Yeah.
Even if you're clean-shaven. Right? Someone will be confused about that. That's okay. Confusion leads
It's
to
a good
understanding. Right?
Right.
People that are absolutely clear about how this works but aren't getting results are the ones that are really screwed. People that admit I'm confused, cool. That can lead to clarity. Can. Unless you get addicted to it. But meanwhile, Victoria.
Yes.
Today we're going to talk about the big picture.
Right.
Right? Big picture manifesting. Because if you miss the big picture, you miss it all. You guys that are in the club, this fits in with call number 5 that we did. So we'll probably even put this in there. Somebody in the club, stick this in the club
Share it
and
to
reference
the
call
club.
5 if you would.
Okay.
I'd really appreciate you doing that now. All right.
Now.
So, Victoria, what do we
Yes.
got there? We got a whole bunch of note
So,
things.
you've got
Let's
lots
see.
of notes
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
we've got Katrina asked a question. This is so good. I don't plan this. We talked about the show yesterday. Katrina asks a question throughout our night, and this is going to fit in so wildly. All right? So, Victoria.
Cool. Excellent. So Katrina asked, tips on manifesting a debt-free expansion.
Oh, my God. So we want to imagine up a debt-free expansion. Let's begin there.
Adding a second location to my business, and I'm sure I can get an additional business loan, but I like the idea of creating a debt-free expansion.
All right.
Do I just take the loan, knowing my business will be a success and I'll pay it off, or find a way to incorporate that part into the visualization? I've been visualizing myself in the store, but I don't know how to add the layer of debt-free to the story, since in my scene it's me working in that location, not anything to do with payments.
All right. Count the nouns. There's a lot of nouns in there. We're mostly talking setting here, right? We have to go back to 2 lessons ago, right?
Yeah.
2 lessons ago, setting, right?
2 episodes.
House,
Yeah.
right? Beach, summertime, friends. Got it? Right? So we got to get to that action of self predominant, right? I also suspect this may, and again, it may be a language thing, but I'm seeing myself. What was the exact thing?
Working in the store.
I'm
or
visualizing myself in the store. Right? Cool. Again, visualizing myself in the store.
So it
all
even
setting.
sounds like looking at the movie.
Yep, watching a movie.
Visualizing myself in the store.
Right.
Yeah, I can see me there.
Boom.
Yeah.
Now, if you're actually just seeing what you would see in the store, maybe that's cool, right? But here's what I want you to do, okay? So let's talk about the big picture. The big picture, as far as I'm concerned, and this is through studying a lot of Neville and playing heaps more than I study, big picture is always you, okay? Chunking down a little tiny bit, we've got activity. What are you doing? 3, where are you at? What's the context of that? And then eventually you get to the things involved and the data about the things. Right? So this goes back to the question that we always get. Well, I'm imagining being successful in business, but I don't know what kind of business. What should I imagine? Cool. You imagine sipping a cup of coffee knowing that you fucking crushed it again yesterday, and you will today, because you are an excellent businessman. Right? 1 sip of coffee. By the way, we've both sipped coffee at different points in our life.
Yeah.
Yasmin Maxwell, thank you. And we've sipped coffee from shit states. Like, fuck, I hope they don't close the business this month.
Oh, yeah.
Right? We've all been there.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, God, I hope he's not a jerk today. Right? Yeah, I don't want to walk out on this job. I need it.
Yeah.
Right? Sips of coffees in those states, right? Versus a sip of coffee knowing, right, I create wealth. Right? I am a successful business guy. This is not an affirmation. Again, successful business guy knows successful business to me is all about freedom of time. If you have freedom of time, that comes from freedom of money. So I take a sip of coffee in the morning, I do my geeking, sip of coffee, do my geeking, we go to the dog park, hang out with Yasmin Maxwell way too fucking long at the shops.
We did.
She's just a freaking chatterbox. She's like a baby in a boxcar, that Yasmin Maxwell.
Demanding
From
massages
Triple
off
D.
you.
Yep. Cody, Triple D Cody's here as well.
Hello.
Lynn, Poom, right? Joe says 1 sip. All you need is 1 sip. It's like Victoria's click of the cottage door, right? It's that action shot where, and Joe, you're a movie guy.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah.
Right? How many scenes in the movie? How many times is it just 1 sip, 1 click, 1 boom, 1 glance? There's something, that one little
Yeah.
that people talk about. Oh my God, did you see when Neo said, I know Kung Fu? Anything you can turn into a GIF. See, notice how I discover shit on the fly. Anything you can turn into a GIF, that's all you need for a scene. You got it? Yeah. Boom. Right? There's what's cool. So, big picture.
Yes.
Victoria.
Yes.
So, notice we talked about this thing called a loan,
Yes.
a business, a store. How do I add in the layer of debt-free? You get it? It's that all that is nouns. Versus, what if you're so damn successful, it doesn't matter if you take out a loan? What if you take out a loan because you're so damn successful because you don't want to take money out of your investments? What if you just want liquidity? What if you actually want some debt on the business so nobody fucking sues it? You get it? This is how rich people think, right? They're not talking about being debt-free. They're talking about, I create wealth. They're coming from the state of getting, I'm a Trump, right? Love Trump, hate Trump, right? Notice what they did. They walked in with attitude. Right? There's where you get to play. I got lots of other notes here.
You've got loads of notes.
Let's skip down through all that
a
stuff.
quote?
Because that always has to do with the cause or concept of self. But Victoria, we've got some stuff here. How about reading out their first quote?
That
It says
man
Neville Goddard
is
quote.
always.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Okay. So, man is always looking for some prop on which to lean. He is always looking for some excuse to justify failure. This revelation gives man no excuse for failure. His concept of himself is the cause of all the circumstances of his life.
Boom.
Let me repeat that once. So his concept of himself is the cause of all the circumstances of his life.
Cool. Now watch this. You can build a business. You can be debt-free. You could hit the lottery first. This happens a lot with the lottery win folks. Oh, I want to hit the lottery. Cool. That's fun. However, they want to blame the lottery on the win. Or they want to blame the lack of debt on the fact that they're doing great in business. You get it? Anytime you're going to that external,
You got you.
okay, you're selling the pearl. We talked about the pearl a lot, I think, last week, right? So you got to get, the debt isn't what matters. The store location isn't what matters. How many stores you got don't matter. You've got to nail the state of successful business person. You get it? And whatever it is for you, it's not the words. You know what it is. You got it? So this whole thing right here, where Neville says he's always looking for some excuse to justify failure. We're also looking for excuses to justify success.
Yeah.
You get it? Scrap the excuses. Victoria, continue
Keep
with
reading.
that. Yeah, that's a good one. Tanya from Triple D is here. Nice dress. The little bit that I saw. I just saw a little bit of your dress.
All changes must first come from within himself. And if he does not change on the outside, it is because he has not changed within. But man does not like to feel that he is solely responsible for the conditions of his life.
Cool. So don't worry about the debt. Don't worry about the lottery win. Don't even worry about the store. Again, yeah, imagining myself in the store. Again, you get, I mean, like, what if nobody shows up that day? What if it rains? Right? We have people that say, I'm imagining $1,000 worth of sales every day in my shop. Cool. And then they have one day where they sell 500 or 200, or there's an earthquake, or the power's out. Oh my God, I didn't win today. No big deal. Right? I create wealth. Nothing changes that. I cannot look for a sign there. You get it's an attitude. Now this next quote, Victoria.
Right.
Boom.
So this bit, everything depends upon man's attitude towards himself. That which he cannot or will not claim as true of himself can never evolve in his world.
Cool. I create wealth. Yet there's no concern about debt. There's no concern about bills. I create wealth. If you try to manifest money to pay the bills, well, I imagine my uncle giving me $200 to pay the bills, make it $250, so I got $50 left over. So some potato chips are good this month. You get it? That's a whole bunch of things versus I create wealth. You get it? I'm not concerned about the bills. Okay? I create wealth in your life. I create wealth in my clients' lives. You get it? It's that attitude. It's that concept of self that Victoria just quoted about there. Let's keep going. This is good.
Man is constantly looking about his world and asking, what's to be done? What will happen? When he should ask himself, who am I? What is my concept of myself?
Cool. Get how this goes right back to the original question. Okay, debt. Do I take the loan? Do I not take the loan? Working in the store. Do I hire people? Do I not hire people? Asking what needs to be done, okay, keeps you in that really weird space. Versus Neville says to ask the questions that take us right up to people. Right?
Who am I? What is my concept of myself?
Boom. I create wealth. You get it? Bang. So, Victoria, we got one more.
If we wish to see the world a finer, greater place, we must affirm the reality of a finer, greater being within ourselves. It is the ultimate purpose of my teaching to point the road to this consummation. I am trying to show you how the inner man must readjust himself, what must be the new premise of his life, in order that he may lose the soul, his soul, on the level he now knows, and find it again on the high level he seeks.
Cool.
That's lovely.
How cool is that? Right? So when you start to, if we wish to see the world differently, we must become different. The rich person's attitude toward debt, very different than the poor person's. Right? The rich person's attitude toward business, it's not about the business, it's about the businessman. Right? Or woman. God, guys, I know someone out there's going to say, you use the word man. Well, that's because I have a penis, right? Having a penis, I tend to use the word man. I could use gender neutral. I am a great gender neutral.
He/she.
It just gets nuts.
I know.
Versus, right, what are you?
Yeah.
Right, that concept of self. You now being a successful business person, again, this is the big picture. The big picture is always about you. The little picture is, my shop, my inventory, my employees, all that stuff, that takes care of itself. You'll still have to play in there, but it's like, if I wake up and I'm not in the mood of a successful business person, loving teacher, I don't touch the email thing.
Yeah.
I move first. Then I touch the email thing.
Yeah.
There's the big key, guys. Same thing. I watch her. If she's in the mood to do the edits, right, she does the edits. But if she ever forces it, it'll crash. It won't work out right. The edits will suck. You get it?
Yeah.
This is how cool it is.
Yeah.
So don't worry about the debt. Okay? You explore being that investor, that business person, so on and so forth, to the degree that you get a totally different attitude toward debt, toward business, toward what to do, what not to do. And that's the big picture. Victoria.
20.
Cool. I notice you in the garden, in the state of garden girl, you have a delightful time out there. And sometimes you sweat, sometimes you chip a nail, sometimes you sweat and you chip a nail.
Yeah.
but it's cool to watch because the state of garden girl determines what she does and how well it works out. But if she goes out and she's concerned about all the things first, nothing happens. Yeah, whenever you move into it, it's gorgeous.
Thank you, babe.
So,
Cool.
Victoria,
Yeah.
anything you want to add before we shut it down? And I know there's always a question you love to ask and
There is
answer.
always a question.
Yes.
And so there's nothing I want to add first. So what I
Paul.
want to know...
Is watching from Triple D.
Hello, Paul. What I want to know is, what was your strawberry bet?
That's right.
Type it in below. And I'm thinking for me, well, I really liked all these quotes, Neville's quotes.
We'll have links to those on the show notes on the YouTube and also on the refund thing. So keep in mind.
Cool.
Yep.
So, but I will watch it again and get my strawberry bit.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow.
What was yours?
My strawberry bit is, I keep bringing it back to me. And when you do that, it really becomes, you get that it's impossible for me to look for signs. Because looking for a sign of, does she love me? She might love me. She's lost in the garden. I don't know where she could be. Maybe she hates me.
Bruce,
right? Yes,
find
yeah,
her.
yes, the wrong question, and it's hell. The right question is just noticing, what state am I in? Loving husband, cool. Right? I really don't care if she loves me or not, because there are times where she won't even remember that I exist. Because it's true. Right? When you're in the yoga class,
yeah,
or deep in the garden,
Yeah.
are you thinking, what is 20 up to?
No,
My
yes.
soulmate.
Yeah,
Right? No, you're lost.
In state.
Fully
in that
surrendered
state.
to that state, to that moment of expression of that state, of feeling that, You got it? And that, too, is part of the big picture. Surrender to that moment, that sip, that click. My experience of being a successful businessman has nothing to do with business. We got strawberry bits showing up. Cool. Love you guys.
Cool. Good on you guys.
All right. Victoria,
All right, so
let's tell them what to
go
do.
to freeneville.com.
Yep. Pseudo-randomgoodness221 email us. Do it now.
Yes, that's right. Join us in manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That's right. 90-day adventure. A lot of you kids have done it already. Some of you have done it a couple times. By the way, I had the question. If I redo the course, do I have to pay for it again? No.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
You want to take it? Some people have done it close to 15 times.
Yeah.
Right? Cool. And they're not the ones that fail. Right? The ones that fail tend
Yeah.
to do it half-assed one time.
How much?
Right?
There's
Or
a
half a
lot of,
time. Half a time. I'm doing half the lessons and twice the time. Manifestingmuckery.com.
Yeah, no.
That's right. Or manifestingmasterycourse.com. Lots of fun.
And the last one, if you want to watch any refunds, go to our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
Yes.
Yep. Cool.
All right.
Thanks, everyone, for posting up your strawberry bits.
Love you guys.
Tomorrow, your questions answered live.
That's right, because dead sucks.